Allahu 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 Allah Allahu Allahu Allah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Lord of the universe. My name is Ramin Ali Shah, and I'm your host for today's Ramadan Quran recitation program. We welcome you to tonight's session where Hafiz Ashad will be reciting Surah Anbiya and the first 24 ayahs of Surah Hajj. Thereafter, Brother Abdul Wasi will be reciting the Say International Translation. We will be translating 5 hours per interval. We are all students of ISB and advise you to donate now in the virtual fundraiser. Please mute your mics and listen closely to Allah's message to mankind. Hafiz Ashad, please begin.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقترب للناس حسابهم وهم في غفلة معرضون ما يأتيهم من ذكر من ربهم محتد إلا استمعوه وهم يلعبون لاهية قلوبهم وأسر النجوى الذين ظلموا هل هذا إلا بشر مثلهم أفتأتون السحر وأنتم تبصرون قال ربي يعلم القول في السماء والأرض وهو السميع العليم بل قالوا أضغاث أحلام بل افتراه بل هو شاعر فليأتنا بآية كما أرسل الأولون ما آمنت قبلهم من قرن أهلكناها أفهم يؤمنون وما أرسلنا قبلك إلا رجالا نوحي إليهم فاسألوا أهل الذكر إن كنتم لا تعلمون وما جعلناهم جسدا لا يأكلون الطعام وما كانوا خالدين ثم صدقناهم الوعد فأنجيناهم ومن نشاء وأهلكنا المسرفين لقد أنزلنا إليكم كتابا فيه ذكركم أفلا تعقلون.
The time of their account has approached for the people, while they are in heedlessness turning away. No mention comes to them anew from their Lord, except what they listen to it while they are at play. With their hearts distracted, and those who do wrong conceal their private conversation, saying, "Is this prophet except a human being like you? So would you approach magic while you are aware of it?" The prophet said, My Lord knows whatever is said throughout the heavens and the earth, and he is the hearing, the knowing. But they say, the revelation is but a mixture of false dreams. Rather, he has invented it. Rather, he is a poet. So let him bring us a sign, just as the previous messengers were sent with miracles. Not a single city which we destroyed believed before them. So will they believe? And we sent not before you, O Muhammad, except men to whom we revealed the message. So ask the people of the message if you do not know.
وكم كسمنا من قرية كانت ظالمة وأنشأنا بعدها قوما آخرين فلما أحسوا بأسنا إذا هم منها يركضون لا تركضوا وارجعوا إلى ما أترفتم فيه ومساكنكم لعلكم تسألون قالوا يا ويلنا إنا كنا ظالمين فما زالت تلك دعواهم حتى جعلناهم حسيدا خامدين وما خلقنا السماء والأرض وما بينهما لاعبين لو أردنا أن نتخذ لهوا لاتخذناه من لدنا إن كنا فاعلين بل نقذف بالحق على الباطل فيدمغه فإذا هو زاحق ولكم الويل مما تصفون وله من في السماوات والأرض ومن عنده لا يستكبرون عن عبادته ولا يستهزئون يسبحون الليل والنهار لا يفترون.
And how many a city which was unjust we have shattered and produced after it another people. And when its inhabitants perceived our punishment, at once they fled from it. Some angel said, "Do not flee, but return to where you go, where you are given luxury, and to your home perhaps you will be questioned." They said, "Oh, woe to us! Indeed, we were wrongdoers." And that declaration of theirs did not cease until we made them as a harvest, mowed down, extinguished like a fire. And we did not create the heavens and the earth, and that between them in play. He said, "We intend to take a diversion. We could have taken it from what is with us, if we were to do so." Rather, we dash the truth upon falsehood, and it destroys it. And thereupon it despairs, and for you is destruction from that which you describe. To him belongs whoever is in the heavens and the earth, and those near him are not prevented by arrogance from his worship, nor do they tire. They exalt him, night and day, do not slacken.
أم اتخذوا آلهة من الأرض هم ينشرون لو كان فيهما آلهة إلا الله لفسدتا فسبحان الله رب العرش عما يصفون لا يسأل عما يفعل وهم يسألون أم اتخذوا من دونه آلهة قل هاتوا برهانكم ذكر من معي وذكر من قبلي بل أكثرهم لا يعلمون الحق فهم معرضون وما أرسلنا من قبلك من رسول إلا نوحي إليه أنه لا إله إلا أنا فاعبدون وقالوا اتخذ الرحمن ولدا سبحانه بل عباد مكرمون لا يسبقونه بالقول وهم بأمره يعملون يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يشفعون إلا لمن ارتضى وهم من خشيته مشفقون ومن يقل منهم إني إله من دونه فذلك نجزيه جهنم كذلك نجزي الظالمين أولم ير الذين كفروا أن السماوات والأرض كانت رتقا ففتقناهما وجعلنا من الماء كل شيء حي أفلا يؤمنون.
Or have men taken for themselves God from the earth who resurrect the dead? Had there been within the heavens and the earth God besides Allah, they both would have been ruined. So exalted is Allah, Lord of the throne, above what they can describe. He is not questioned about what he does, but they will be questioned. Or have they taken gods besides him? Say, O Muhammad, produce your proof. This Quran is a message for those with me and the message of those before me. But most of them do not know the truth, so they are turning away. And we sent not before you any messenger except that we revealed to him that there is no deity except me, so worship me. And they say, the most merciful has taken a son. Exalted is he, rather they are but honored servants. They cannot precede him in word, and they act by his command. He knows what is presently before them and what will be after them, and they cannot intercede except on behalf of one whom he approves. And they from fear him are apprehensive. And whoever of them should say, indeed, I am God besides him, that one we would recompense with hell. Thus do we recompense the wrongdoers. Have those who disbelieved not considered that the heavens and the earth were a joint entity, and we separated them and made from water and every living thing? Then they will not believe.
وجعلنا في الأرض رواسي أن تميد بهم وجعلنا فيها فجاجا سبلا لعلكم تهتدون وجعلنا السماء سقفا محفوظا وهم عن آياتها معرضون وهو الذي خلق الليل والنهار والشمس والقمر كل في فلك يسبحون وما جعلنا لبشر من قبلك الخلد أفإن مت فهم الخالدون كل نفس ذائقة الموت ونبلوكم بالشر والخير فتنة وإلينا ترجعون وإذا رآك الذين كفروا إن يتخذونك إلا هزوا أهذا الذي يذكر آلهتكم وهم بذكر الرحمن هم كافرون خلق الإنسان من عجل سأريكم آياتي فلا تستعجلون فيقولون متى هذا الوعد إن كنتم صادقين لو يعلم الذين كفروا حين لا يكفون عن وجوههم النار ولا عن ظهورهم ولا هم ينصرون بل تأتيهم بغتة فتبهتهم فلا يستطيعون ردها ولا هم ينظرون.
Not considered that the Have those who disbelieve not considered that the heavens and the earth were a joined entity, and we separated them and made from water every living thing? Then they will not believe. And we placed within the earth firmly set mountains, lest it should fit with them, and we made therein mountains passes as roads, that they might be guided. And we made the sky a protected ceiling, but they, from its signs, are turning away. And it is he who created the night and the day, and the sun and the moon. All heavenly bodies in orbit are swimming, and we did not grant to any man before you eternity. So if you die, would they be eternal? Every soul will taste death, and we test you with evil and with good as trial, and to us you will be returned. And when those who disbelieve see you, O Muhammad, they take you not except in ridicule, saying, Is this the one who insults your gods? And they are at the mention of the most merciful, disbelievers. Man was created of haste. I will show you my signs, so do not impatiently urge me. And they say, When is this promise if you should be truthful? If those who disbelieved but knew the time, they would not avert from the fire from their faces or from their backs, and they will not be aided. Rather, it will come to them unexpectedly and bewilder them, and they will not be able to repel it, nor will they be deprived.
ولقد استهزئ برسل من قبلك فحاق بالذين سخروا منهم ما كانوا به يستهزئون قل من يكلؤكم بالليل والنهار من الرحمن بل هم عن ذكر ربهم معرضون أم لهم آلهة تمنعهم من دوننا لا يستطيعون نصر أنفسهم ولا هم منها يسحبون بل متعنا هؤلاء وآباءهم حتى طال عليهم العمر أفلا يرون أنا نأتي الأرض ننقصها من أطرافها أفهم الغالبون قل إنما أنذركم بالوحي ولا يسمع الصم الدعاء إذا ما ينظرون ولئن مستهم نفحة من عذاب ربك ليقولن يا ويلنا إنا كنا ظالمين ونضع الموازين القسط ليوم القيامة فلا تظلم نفس شيئا وإن كان مثقال حبة من خردل أتينا بها وكفى بنا حاسبين ولقد آتينا موسى وهارون الفرقان وضياء وذكرا للمتقين الذين يخشون ربهم بالغيب وهم من الساعة مشركون وهذا ذكر مبارك أنزلناه وأنتم له منكرون.
Before you, and already were messengers ridiculed before you, but those who mocked them were enveloped by what they used to ridicule. Say, who can protect you at night or by day from the most merciful? But they are from the remembrance of their Lord turning away. Or do they have gods to defend them other than us? They are unable even to help themselves, nor they can be protected from us. But on the contrary, we have provided good things for these disbelievers and their fathers until life was prolonged for them. Then do they see that we set upon the land, reducing it from its borders, so it is they who will overcome. Say, I only warn you by revelation, but the deaf do not hear the call when they are warned. And it is as if much as a whiff of the punishment of your Lord should touch them, they would surely say, Oh, woe to us! Indeed, we have been wrongdoers. And we placed the scales of justice for the day of resurrection, so no soul will be treated unjustly at all. And if there even is the weight of a mustard seed, we will bring it forth, and sufficient are we as accountant. And we had already given Moses and Aaron the criterion and a light and a reminder for the righteous, who fear their Lord unseen while they are the hour apprehensive. And this Quran is a blessed message which we have sent down. Then are you with it unacquainted?
ولقد آتينا إبراهيم رشده من قبل وكنا به عالمين إذ قال لأبيه وقومه ما هذه التماثيل التي أنتم لها عاكفون قالوا وجدنا آباءنا لها عابدين قال لقد كنتم أنتم وآباؤكم في ضلال مبين قالوا أجئتنا بالحق أم أنت من اللاعبين قال بل رب السماوات والأرض الذي فطرهن وأنا على ذلكم من الشاهدين وتالله لأكيدن أصنامكم بعد أن تولوا مدبرين فجعلناهم جذاذا إلا كبيرا لهم لعلهم إليه يرجعون قالوا من فعل هذا بآلهتنا إنه لمن الظالمين قالوا سمعنا فتى يذكرهم يقال له إبراهيم
Certainly given Abraham his And we had certainly given Abraham his sound judgment before, and we were of him well knowing. When he said to his father and his people, "What are these statues to which you are devoted?" They said, "We found our fathers worshippers of them." He said, "You were certainly, you and your fathers, in manifest error." They said, "Have you come to us with the truth, or are you one of those who jest?" He said, "No, rather, your Lord is the Lord of the heavens and the earth who created them. And I to that am of those who testify. And I swear by Allah, I will surely plan against your idols after you have turned and gone away." So he made them into fragments, except a large one among them, that they might return to it and question. They said, "Who has done this to our gods? Indeed, he is one of the wrongdoers." They said, "We heard a young man mention them who is called Abraham."
قالوا فأتوا به على أعين الناس لعلهم يشهدون قالوا أأنت فعلت هذا بآلهتنا يا إبراهيم قال بل فعله كبيرهم هذا فاسألهم إن كانوا ينطقون فرجعوا إلى أنفسهم فقالوا إنكم أنتم الظالمون قل نكسوا على رؤوسهم لقد علمت ما هؤلاء ينطقون قال أفتعبدون من دون الله ما لا ينفعكم شيئا ولا يضركم أف لكم ولما تعبدون من دون الله أفلا تعقلون قالوا حرقوه وانصروا آلهتكم إن كنتم فاعلين قلنا يا نار كوني بردا وسلام على إبراهيم وأرادوا به كيدا فجعلناهم الأخسرين.
They said, "Then bring him before the eyes of the people that they may testify." They said, "Have you done this to our gods, O Abraham?" He said, "Rather this, the largest of them, did it. So ask them if they should be able to speak." So they returned to blaming themselves and said to each other, "Indeed, you are the wrongdoers." Then they reversed themselves, saying, "You have already known that these do not speak." He said, "Then do you worship instead of Allah that which does not benefit you at all or harm you? Uff to you and to what you worship instead of Allah. Then will you not use reason?" They said, "Burn him and support your gods if you are to act." Allah said, "O fire, be coolness and safety upon Abraham." And they intended for him harm, but we made them the greatest losers.
ونجيناه ولوطا إلى الأرض الذي باركنا فيها للعالمين ووهبنا له إسحاق ويعقوب نافلة وكلا جعلنا صالحين وجعلناهم أئمة يهدون بأمرنا وأوحينا إليهم فعل الخيرات وإقام الصلاة وإيتاء الزكاة وكانوا لنا عابدين ولوطا آتيناه حكما وعلما ونجيناه من القرية التي كانت تعمل الخبائث إنهم كانوا قوم سوء فاسقين وأدخلناه في رحمتنا إنه من الصالحين ونوحا إذ نادى من قبل فاستجبنا له فنجيناه وأهله من الكرب العظيم ونصرناه من القوم الذين كذبوا بآياتنا إنهم كانوا قوم سوء فأغرقناهم أجمعين وداود وسليمان إذ يحكمان في الهرث إذ نفشت فيه غنم القوم وكنا لحكمهم شاهدين ففهمناها سليمان وكلا آتينا حكما وعلما وسخرنا مع داود الجبال يسبحن والطير وكنا فاعلين وعلمناه صنعة لبوس لكم لتحسنكم من بأسكم فهل أنتم شاكرون.
And we delivered him and Lot to the land which we had blessed for the world. And we gave him Isaac and Jacob in addition, and all of them we made righteous. And we made them leaders, guiding by our command. And we inspired to them the doing of the good deeds, establishment of prayer, and giving of zakah. And they were worshippers of us. And to Lot we gave judgment and knowledge, and we saved him from the city that was committing wicked deeds. Indeed, they were people of evil, defiantly disobedient. And we admitted him into our mercy. Indeed, he was of the righteous. And mention Noah when he called to Allah before that time. So we responded to him and saved him and his family from the great flood. And we saved him from the people who denied our signs. Indeed, they were people of evil, so we drowned them altogether. And mention David and Solomon when they judged concerning the field, when the sheep of a people overran it at night, and we were the witness to their judgment. And we gave understanding of the case to Solomon, and to each of them we gave judgment and knowledge, and we subjected the mountains to exalt us, along with David and also the birds, and we were doing that, and we taught him the fashioning of coats of armor to protect you from your enemy in battle. So will you then be grateful?
ولسليمان الريح عاصفة تجري بأمره إلى الأرض التي باركنا فيها وكنا بكل شيء عالمين ومن الشياطين من يغوصون له ويعملون عملا دون ذلك وكنا لهم حافظين وأيوب إذ نادى ربه أني مسني الضر وأنت أرحم الراحمين فاستجبنا له فكشفنا ما به من ضر وآتيناه أهله ومثلهم معهم رحمة من عندنا وذكرى للعابدين وإسماعيل وإدريس وذا الكفل كل من الصابرين وأدخلناهم في رحمتنا إنهم من الصالحين وذا النون إذ ذهب مغاضبا فظن أن لن نقدر عليه فنادى في الظلمات أن لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين فاستجبنا له ونجيناه من الغم وكذلك ننجي المؤمنين وزكريا إذ نادى ربه ربي لا تذرني فردا وأنت خير الوارثين فاستجبنا له ووهبنا له يحيى وأصلحنا له زوجه إنهم كانوا يسارعون في الخيرات ويدعوننا رغبا ورهبا وكانوا لنا خاشعين.
And to Solomon we subjected the wind, blowing forcefully, proceeding by his command toward the land which we have blessed, and we are of ever of all things knowing. And of the devils were those who died for him, and did work other than that, and we were of them a guardian, and mentioned Job when he called to his Lord, indeed, adversity has touched me, and you are the most merciful of the merciful. So we responded to him and removed what afflicted him of his adversity, and we gave him back his family and the like thereof with them as mercy from us and a reminder for the worshippers of Allah. And mention Ishmael and Idris and Dhul-Ghifl, all were of the patient, and we admitted them into our mercy. Indeed, they were of the righteous. And mentioned the man of the fish, when he went off in anger and thought that we would not decree anything upon him. And he called out within the darkness, there is no deity except you. Exalted are you. Indeed, I have been of the wrongdoers. So we responded to him and saved him from the distress. And thus do we save the believers. And mentioned Zechariah when he called to his Lord, my Lord, do not leave me alone with no heir, while you are the best of inheritors. So we responded to him, and we gave to him John, and amended for him his wife. Indeed, they used to hasten the good deeds and supplicate us in hope and fear, and they were to us humbly submissive.
والتي أحسنت فرجها فنفخنا فيها من روحنا وجعلناها وبناها آية للعالمين إن هذه أمتكم أمة واحدة وأنا ربكم فاعبدون وتقطعوا أمرهم بينهم كل إلينا راجعون فمن يعمل من الصالحات وهو مؤمن فلا كفران لسعيه وإنا له لكاتبون وحرام على قرية أهلكناها أنهم لا يرجعون حتى إذا فتحت يأجوج ومأجوج وهم من كل حدب ينسلون واقترب الوعد الحق فإذا هي شاخصة أبصار الذين كفروا يا ويلنا قد كنا في غفلة من هذا بل كنا ظالمين إنكم وما تعبدون من دون الله حسب جهنم أنتم لها واردون لو كان هؤلاء آلهة ما وردوها وكل فيها خالدون.
The one who guarded her chastity, so we blew into her garment through our angel Gabriel, and we made her and her son a sign for the worlds. Indeed, this, your religion, is one of the religions, and I am your Lord, so worship me. And yet they divided their affair among themselves, but all of us will return. So whoever does righteous deeds will be a believer. No denial will there be for his effort, and indeed we of it are doers. There is prohibition upon the people of us, which we have destroyed, that they will ever until when the dam of Gog and Magog has been opened and they from every elevation descend. And when the true promise has approached, then suddenly the eyes of those who disbelieve will be staring in horror, while they say, oh, woe to us, we had been unmindful of this, or we were wrongdoers. Indeed, you disbelievers and other than Allah are the firewood of hell. You will be coming to enter it. He had these false deities been actual gods, they would not have come to it, but all are eternal therein. For them therein is a heavy sighting, and they therein will not hear.
إن الذين سبقت لهم منا الحسنى أولئك عنها مبعثون لا يسمعون حسيسها وهم فيما اشتهت أنفسهم خالدون لا يحزنهم الفزع الأكبر وتتلقاهم الملائكة هذا يومكم الذي كنتم توعدون يوم نطوي السماء كطي السجل للكتب كما بدأنا أول خلق نعيده وعدا علينا إنا كنا فاعلين ولقد كتبنا في الزبور من بعد الذكر أن الأرض يرثها عبادي الصالحون إن في هذا لبلاغا لقوم عابدين وما أرسلناك إلا رحمة للعالمين قل إنما يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد فهل أنتم مسلمون وإن تولوا فقل آذنتكم على سواء وإن أدري أقريب أم بعيد ما توعدون إنه يعلم الجهر من القول ويعلم ما تكتمون فإن أدري لعله فتنة لكم ومتاع إلى حين قال رب احكم بالحق وربنا الرحمن المستعان على ما تصفون.
Indeed, those for whom the best reward has proceeded from us, they are from it far removed. They will not hear its sound while they are in that which their souls desire, abiding eternally. They will not be grieved by the greatest terror, and the angels will meet them, saying, "This is your day which you have been promised, the day when we will fold the heavens like the folding of a written sheet for the records. As we begin the first creation, we will repeat it. That is a promising binding upon us. Indeed, we will do it." And we have already written in the book of Psalms, after the previous mention, that the land of paradise is inherited by my righteous servants. Indeed, in this Quran is notification for a worshipping people, and we have not sent you, O Muhammad, except as a mercy of the worlds. Say, it is only revealed to me that your God is but one God. So will you be Muslims in submission to him? But if they turn away, then say, I have announced to all of you equally, and I know not whether near or far is that which you are promised. Indeed, he knows what is declared of speech, and he knows what you conceal, and I know not. Perhaps it is a trial for you and enjoyment for a time. The Prophet has said, My Lord, judge between us in truth, and our Lord is the most merciful, the one whose help is sought against that which you describe.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم إن زلزلة الساعة شيء عظيم يوم ترونها تذهل كل مرضعة أما أرضعت وتدع كل ذات حمل حملها وترى الناس سكارى وما هم بسكارى ولكن عذاب الله شديد ومن الناس من يجادل في الله بغير علم ويتبع كل شيطان مريد كتب عليه أنه من تولاه فأنه يضله ويهديه إلى عذاب السعير يا أيها الناس إن كنتم في ريب من البعث فإنا خلقناكم من تراب ثم من نطفة ثم من علقة ثم من مضغة مخلقة وغير مخلقة لنبين لكم ونفر في الأرحام ما نشاء إلى أجل مسمى ثم نخرجكم طفلا ثم لتبلغوا أشدكم ومنكم من يتوفى ومنكم من يرد إلى أرذل العمر لكي لا يعلم من بعد علم شيئا وترى الأرض حامدة فإذا أنزلنا عليها الماء اهتزت وربت وأنبتت من كل زوج بهيج ذلك بأن الله هو الحق وأنه يحيي الموتى وأنه على كل شيء قدير وأن الساعة آتية لا ريب فيها وأن الله يبعث من في القبور ومن الناس من يجادل في الله بغير علم ولا هدى ولا كتاب منير ثاني فيه ليضل عن سبيل الله له في الدنيا خزي ونذيقه يوم القيامة عذاب الحريق ذلك بما قدمت يداك وأن الله ليس بظلام للعبيد.
O mankind, fear your Lord. Indeed, the convulsions of the final hour is a terrible thing. On the day you see it, every nursing mother will be distracted from that child she was nursing, and every pregnant woman will abort her pregnancy, and you will see the people appearing intoxicated while they are not intoxicated. But the punishment of Allah is severe. And of the people is he who disputes about Allah without knowledge and follows every rebellious devil. And it has been decreed for every devil that whoever turns on him, he will misguide him and will lead him to the punishment of the blaze. O people, if you should be in doubt about the resurrection, then consider that indeed we created you from the dust, then from a sperm drop, then from a clinging clot, and then from a lump of flesh, formed and unformed. That we may show you, and we settle in the wombs whom we will for a specified term. Then we bring you out as a child, and then we develop you, that you may reach your time of maturity. And among you is he who has taken an early death, and among you is he who has returned to the most decrepit old age, so that he knows, after once having knowledge, nothing, and you see the earth barren. But when we send down upon it rain, it quivers and swells and grows of every beautiful kind. That is because Allah is the truth, and because He gives life to the dead, and because He is over all things competent. And that they may know that the hour is coming, no doubt about it, and that Allah will resurrect those in the graves. And of the people is he who disputes about Allah without knowledge or guidance or enlightening book from him, twisting his neck in arrogance to mislead people from the way of Allah. For him is the world is disgrace, and we will make him taste on the day of resurrection the punishment of the burning fire. While it is said, that is for what your hands have put forth, and because Allah is not ever unjust to his servants.
ومن الناس من يعبد الله على حرف فإن أصابه خير اطمأن به وإن أصابته فتنة انقلب على وجهه خسر الدنيا والآخرة ذلك هو الخسران المبين يدعو من دون الله ما لا يضره وما لا ينفعه ذلك هو الضلال البعيد يدعو لمن ضره أقرب من نفعه لبئس المولى ولبئس العشير إن الله يدخل الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار إن الله يفعل ما يريد من كان يظن أن لن ينصره الله في الدنيا والآخرة فليمدد بسبب إلى السماء ثم ليقطع فلينظر هل يذهبن كيده ما يغيظ وكذلك أنزلناه آية بينات وأن الله يهدي من يريد إن الذين آمنوا والذين هادوا والصابئين والنصارى والمجوس والذين أشركوا إن الله يفصل بينهم يوم القيامة إن الله على كل شيء شهيد ألم تر إلى الذين يسجد له من في السماوات ومن في الأرض والشمس والقمر والنجوم والجبال والشجر والدواب وكثير حق عليه العذاب ومن يهده الله فما له من مكرم إن الله يفعل ما يشاء هذان خصمان اختصموا في ربهم فالذين كفروا قطعت لهم ثياب من نار يصب من فوق رؤوسهم الحميم يسحر به ما في بطونهم والجلود ولهم مقامع من حديد كلما أرادوا أن يخرجوا منها من غم يعيدوا فيها وذوقوا عذاب الحريق صدق الله العظيم.
And of the people is he who worships Allah on an edge. If he is touched by good, he is reassured by it. But if he is struck by trial, he turns on his face to the other direction. He has lost this world and the hereafter. That is what is the manifest loss. He invokes instead of Allah that which neither harms him nor benefits him. That is what is the extreme error. He invokes one whose harm is closer than his benefit. How wretched the protector, and how wretched the associate. Indeed, Allah will admit those who believe and do righteous deeds to gardens beneath which rivers flow. Indeed, Allah does what He intends. Whoever should think that Allah will not support Prophet Muhammad in this world and the hereafter, let him extend a rope to the ceiling, then cut off his breath, and let him see. Will his effort remove that which enrages him? And thus we have sent the Quran down as verses of clear evidence because Allah guides whom He intends. Indeed, those who have believed and those who were Jews and the Sabians and the Christians and the Magians and those who associated with Allah, Allah will judge between them on the day of resurrection. And indeed, Allah is over all things witness. And do you not see that to Allah prostrates whoever is in the heavens and whoever is on the earth and the sun and the moon, the stars, the mountains, the trees, the moving creatures, and many of the people? But upon many the punishment has been justified. And he whom Allah humiliates for him, there is no bestower of honor. Indeed, Allah does what He wills. There are two adversaries who have disputed over the Lord, but those who disbelieve will have cut out for them garments of fire, poured upon their heads will be scalding water by which is melted within their bellies and their skins, and for striking them are maces of iron. Every time they want to get out of the hellfire from anguish, they will be returned to it, and it will be said, taste the punishment of the burning fire. Indeed, Allah will admit those who believe and do righteous deeds to gardens beneath which rivers flow. They will be adorned therein with bracelets of gold and pearl, and their garments therein will be silk. And they had been guided in worldly life to good speech, and they were guided to the path of the praiseworthy.
MashaAllah. A beautiful session comes to an end. We thank Hafiz Ashat and Brother Abdul Wase for an amazing reflection of their Quran. May Allah accept their efforts. We hope you liked today's session. We'll continue for tomorrow for another session. You'll also find this recording on Islam 200. At this time, the Islamic Society of Baltimore, ISB Masjid, Al Rahma, is having their largest fundraising event happening live. Please check them out at ISB Live YouTube channel. And also, there was a sajda at Ayah 18. So on your own behalf, please make sujood. We end tonight's session with the azan by Brother Aryan Sajid. Jazakallah khair.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. Thank you and Jazakallah khair.